Hello, welcome to the experience. My name is Douglas Flamino, and today I'm going to tell you about my 30 days in binary options. Hey, oh wonderful, go up more, come on. No, to 119, about 40. No. No, bro. Hell, what is this? I lost everything. Come down, damn it. It's not possible, man. Can you give this video a like to help out? I'll be really happy indeed, and comment the magic word. Let's see if you know. I'll check the comments. I think everyone already knows, right? So, what is binary options? Before explaining what binary options are, I'll tell you how I found out about them, how this binary options thing ended up coming to me. I spent a lot of time in my life working for other people, having to put up with bosses, having that false sense of security from a steady job, and I couldn't take it anymore. I wanted to not depend on anyone else to make money. I wanted to make money in a way that depended only on me. And YouTube gives me that. But it's not enough yet. I still have to think of other ways to make a profit. And once I ended up searching on Google. Just like investing with little money, when someone is down and desperate, they type that into Google. And then a lot of videos showed up for me related to binary options, to traders, a lot of things related to that. I'm going to explain to you what that is now. And look, this right here is the broker/website where we work with binary options. I'm going to quickly explain how this works here. Look, this is the chart, right? We can select the chart options, but here everyone is used to working this way. This one is called a candlestick chart, but there are also mountain charts, line charts, and bar charts, but the most commonly used one is the candlestick chart. Alright then. Here are the assets we can work with, in this case, currency conversions. See this value here, look, 80%, 70%. This is what they call the payout, which is the amount they will return to us if we win the trade. Let's suppose, for example, I made an entry here of 10 reais. Look, this is where we put the amount. Let's suppose I made an entry here of 10 reais, right? And here, look. This one here, called Crypto DX, has a payout of 83%. So when I make the trade and win, I'll receive 83% of the 10 reais. Here look, there's the demo account and the real account, right? We can use this demo account to practice. So you don't need to spend your own money to learn how to make your trades. You can practice on the demo account here. Look! One really cool thing, it's one of the coolest parts here. Here are indicators. I won't explain all of them, but all of these are chart indicators. You can make more or less accurate predictions and create strategies with these indicators. Here are some tools. These are some lines you can use to draw on the chart. The one I use the most is this one here, look, which I use to draw support and resistance, which is the basis I use to trade. There's no such thing as a better or worse basis. That depends a lot on the trader. It depends on your type of style as a trader. Look here, these are the trades we made on the demo account, which is why you see these random values. So it separates by days the trades you won and the trades you lost. In this case, this right here, see? Then here you can create an accuracy percentage. You can analyze your own performance. And that's how everything works here. This is where you make the deposit. It's not complicated to make a deposit. We do it through a digital wallet. It's really simple. This is where we place the trades. If we want, I'll show you, for example. Look, I think the chart is in a downtrend. Then you come here. Okay, I did it here. Look, my entry was made here. In other words, if the chart ends below where I made my entry because I made a sell entry, I win the trade. If it's above that line I drew, I lose the trade. When I lose the trade, I lose my 10 reais. When I win the trade, I earn 83%. That's what the chart is offering here, right? What is Crypto DX offering? Guys, I'm not technical at all to explain this. I'm explaining it in my own way. I hope this is simple for you, but if you really want to study, there's a lot of content on YouTube out there. So look, it's like I won a trade here. See, I made 1830, I made 830. Actually, this is Binomo. Welcome. Why did I decide to stay with this broker? With Binomo, I looked for someone, a YouTuber, in this case, who has been making a living from the binary options market for a long time. Because I wanted someone experienced and very consistent to guide me on the best paths. What not to do, which I think is the most important part. I'm here on Binomo, and the economic calendar is open too, right? This feels like... It's like the news that's going on. Actually, it's not just like, it literally is that. The news that's happening about the currencies. So we take a look here before we start trading, because binary operations are nothing more than currency conversion. So we can do some research here to get an idea of what's going to happen with the chart. Let's go. I'm making my first trade with 20 reais. Why 20? I'll show you. Here I have a spreadsheet that I'm going to follow to the letter. Look, these are my profits. This is the CAM manager that Trader Camargo gave me. And I'm going to follow this literally to the letter, which is the payout value. I think looking at this, you might not understand it right now. But after a little while trading, since I'm not going to teach exactly how to trade here, I won't spend much time showing how the spreadsheet works. But here's the trade amount. This value changes according to my account balance. So here it is. My first entry will be with 20 reais. Alright, and now I'm going to wait for the right moment to make the entry here. I'm not going to drag this out here. I'm going to skip straight to the moments where I made the entry. And I'm going to show you guys whether I win or lose. I'll show everything here. I don't want to fool anyone into thinking, wow, you can make a lot of money here without losing. So you can see there, it's at 1,161 here. Because to test it out, I did a small trade. I won one and lost one, but this is just what was left from testing. If everything was okay, then great, let's go. My profit will be 36.60 if I manage to win in my next trade. Alright, I made my entry here. Look, it hit the support. I waited for it to hit exactly at the support to make my 20 raise entry. For the next candle, right where this line is, look, do you see the yellow triangle? For the next candle, it has to be above this. It respected it for a while, right? If not this time, the universe is conspiring against me. What I mean is that it's far like this. You can't just wait 10 seconds and come down here, no. And then we're on the last one, and then the last one will go on the...
And then?
Then, guys. Okay, I won the first one here. Alright, so look, I won 36 rees. Now what am I gonna do? Let me zoom out a little here. I'm going back to my spreadsheet. I'm gonna put here that I won my first entry. 5 for victory. And it's already going to calculate here for me the value of my next entry, which will be 29 rays. So let's go, 29 rays. Did you understand? You have to follow it exactly. I'm even shaking. Look, it really causes tension, okay? In a little while, I'll be back and show you my next entry. Alright, I made my entry of 29 reais. Let's see if it works. Keep it down. From the line here, which was drawn here as resistance. There, let's see if we can see. Alright, one more operation of profit. So let's go back to my spreadsheet now. I'll put it here. 29. Victoria, and what's the goal? It's for me to hit my 6% for the day, you see? I hit 4% here. The right thing is for me to hit either 6% or 4% loss. My next amount will be 44 rees. And look what happened here. When this happens, I actually find it interesting to trade, because at some point the market will have to correct itself. So I'm going to make my entry for 3 minutes when it hits here. 1, 2, 3, it already hit. Actually, let's make my entry now. Alright. In 3 minutes, I believe. Go, it's already down here actually. I believe in 3 minutes it will be. More than over here. Look, if you guys stop to notice the correction pattern when the market goes up or down all at once, it often corrects itself. Right after. Look, if you notice every time, look, that there's something, a big drop or some big rise, it corrects itself quickly. That's why I play for a slightly longer period. I'm unsure if this candle will correct itself, so I chose a slightly longer period. But let's go! It corrected exactly as I expected. It's still too close to my part. 24 seconds, stay under that. Let's see, right? I thought it would correct more. Let's see, 3 minutes, let's see. Up to my first goal of the day, done. Alright, look at that, a little profit. Look at that. 1077. First day of operation completed. When you reach your goal, look at what you have to do. Here. Done, and let's go. For my spreadsheet 5 for 5 victory. See this, huh? 7.63%. It was more than 6%. Usually we stay close together, you know? If it had hit here, for example, 5.40%, I would have already stopped because it would be very close to my 6% or 4%. This is something we use as a reference, but it's not always exactly 6% or 4%. It's close. Well, guys, I didn't really want to show you this amount here, but that's the reality, right? I'm at a loss here in my first week. I'm really worried. It gets my attention, but I know it's still possible to recover. Maybe I'll focus more. Some days here, I admit, impulsive actions led to mistakes. Let's control my emotions better. Well, I'm keeping to myself. In the end. By my second week, I managed to recover the amount. Look, I'll show you here. There, see, I managed to recover some of the amount. But I end up breaking even, right? I lose, drop to the bottom, recover, break even, rise, then fall again. It's complicated. It's tough, you know? So why did I come here today to trade in this coffee shop? Because I realized that this is very connected to your emotions. So I'm gonna trade in a place where I feel calm. I really like it here. I mean it. So I came to trade while having a little breakfast, so I don't let my emotions get to me. I'm going to make my trades properly. See, I'm even ordering a coffee. Look at this beautiful thing here. Homemade bread with cream cheese, see? How can you get tense in a situation like this? There's no chart that can make me nervous. This here, guys, look, is the coffee grounds. When you make espresso, it's known as the barista's incense. It smells really good when it's made with good coffee, right? Which is the case here. And here we go. Let's pray to the gods of the charts, to the candlestick god to help me here. I've already opened everything, including my Excel spreadsheet. Let's trade then. Look guys, the place where I wanted to make my entry didn't even come close. But I ended up with this one, look.
He's being respectful.
I think I'm going to make an entry around this area here. Now maybe he'll come and correct this bunch of red candles. So if it drops and touches here again, I'll always act according to the trend. Since the trend is going up here, I'll make a buy action here. Just waiting for it to touch here. I'll be back and show you if that happens. Look, I made the buy action here in favor of the trend. But this crap is going down. Oh, charts. Go up. Oh, what a pain, you know? Hey, that's great. Go up some more. Come on. It's not like that, guys. That's why I have my coffee here, see? That's why. Because of this trend, I lost it. Damn, okay. Let's do the next entry. Well, I decided to go back to that chart over there, which is really biased. It's bearish here. And I'm going to wait for this moment now. I think you'll be able to see the entry there. The sell entry. Look there. It's touching there. It's touching there. As soon as it touches there, I'll make my sell entry.
Let's go.
There. Alright, I made my sell entry here. Let's see if it follows the trend or ruins my trading day. Ah, you're kidding, right? That's not possible. Look at the timing. Just as it's dropping, it goes up. Well, now that's just messing with my face. Go down, damn it. That's not possible, man. Oh, where's my coffee? My coffee. Leave me alone, coffee. Leave me alone. Alright. Jesus. My heart is pounding out of my chest. How much time is left? 14 seconds. And this shit won't go down. Go! That's it. There you go, man. Wow. The thing... You're messing with me, huh? It's taking a while. Hey, I won. Let's continue with this chart. It's quite biased. Look how it followed perfectly, guys. My resistance line here. Trading with the trend, just like I did with the other one, right? But the other one broke right at that moment. Let's go to the next trade now. The key here is to go with the trend. Look, it's almost there. Let's see if you catch the moment of the sell action. I think it's going to happen. There it is, damn it. I clicked at the wrong moment looking at my phone. But let's see, it's not going down. Now it's time to pay attention again, right? Dang. Yeah, it looks like you're going to see a lost day here, but it's good. It's good for you to see it. Because that's the reality of binary trading. It's not always profit days. Here, that one almost never goes down. Look, what do I do now? I think my trading day is about to end now because there's going to be a losing trade here and I think it's going to hit my... The loss percentage is 3.33, almost 4 already. So, if I lose this trade, I'll stop for today. Which is what's going to happen. 17 seconds for it to go down below that line I drew. It's almost impossible. But that's what happened, guys. I operated calmly, but it happened. Here, that's it. I couldn't get the trends right. Look at that, I lost. Where is it? Look, I lost. But seriously, guys, it makes me so nervous. Wow. It's not something you can explain in human words. When you're doing the Soros there and you're on, I don't know, the last entry, and if you mess up, you lose everything. Man, it makes you so nervous. It makes you so mad. Because I'm going to show you here. Let's do a Soros here today. Look, I was even watching a video by Trader Camargo. Alright, my first trade. Oh my god, that's cool. Let's go, let's see these 3-step Soros. This is going to happen, huh? The first one already happened. Now my second trade will be 36 Rees. I'm waiting for it to hit this support here because it's in a... Oh my god, it's gonna hit... Go, 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 just a little more, just a little more. There, whoa, done. Alright. Nice, I already did mine. My god, 10 seconds. It's cutting it really close. Go, go up. There, I won. Damn. But that was my mistake here, huh? Look. Alright, next candle. I probably would have won here too, but okay. Now let's go, 65. Wow. There. Done. That's it. This is one, man, for the same candle. No, respect this support. There was support down here, right?
Right?
But let's go. My God. Guys, this is really heart-stopping, you know? I'm going to win a few three-hand Soros. Look, from 20 raised to 119, that's about 40. Man, no. No, man. Hell, what is this? I lost everything. No, guys, losing money is already bad, even more so when it's in a minute. Knowing I lost 119 in 1 minute. Just showing here, look, I'm going to make my first entry now. Oops, got it. And at the perfect moment here, man, damn, now I think this is gonna work out, huh? Oh no, I don't believe it. This thing has been on a downward trend for 17 years. And now that I make my move here, you're kidding me, right, man? It's not possible. How much time? 9 seconds. Whoa. Go down, man. This is so annoying, my God. So annoying. Man, this is so frustrating. You guys have no idea. At least it works. Messing up in the first round of Soros is less frustrating than in the last. Things get crazy when you mess up at the end. And look at that, my first trade today, I already managed to get in at an excellent spot here. Look, I got it right at the peak here. I won my first trade. Maybe? Yeah, I won. Look how great. I made my second trade just 2 candles later, and I'm winning by a good margin. Beautiful thing. Look, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I won another one. Wow, beautiful. And if it hits here again, I'll make the entry here again. But I'm gonna take a look at the other charts now, because there was another chart that looked good over there. Check this out, everyone. Look what happened and how big this correction is. And I made my entry here to sell because it was at this resistance that I won. I'm nervous. Oh my God, 118 reais. Uh-huh. Oh my God, go down, damn it. Oh man, for real. Wow, you guys have no idea what it's like. No, go down for God's sake. No, man. You guys have no idea how much I'm shaking. End already time. Man, what a long minute. Feels like I'm in Constantine's hell. Hey man, I won. Take that. Ugh. This heart attack, I'm not dying anymore. And it's with great pleasure that I come here to show you my end of the month results. Check this out, man. Made 105 reais profit, that's fine, but... Profit, look, 10%. You don't easily find an investment that gives you 10% profit at the end of the month. I'm really happy with this result, and just to confirm I'm done, right? My 30 days of trading end today. What's going to be different on my last day? Today, I'm going to use the Soros strategy, which is to trade with 100% of the amount. I'm going to do a 3-step Soros. As I already explained in the vlog, I'm going to do a 3-step Soros of 20 reais. In other words, the minimum amount I can end my month with here is minus 20 reais in the account. If I lose this Soros, right, that has already happened twice. I've only hit 1 Soros so far, but when we get it right, it's really worth it. I hope it goes well, huh? I'll be really happy. But when I'm getting closer to the situations here, I'll start recording again. I'll focus here to make my entries and show you when I do. Look guys, the correction moment has arrived. I waited to be sure the correction had started. Of course, nothing is certain here, right? But I waited for a more confident moment like this to trade on the sell side here. It's going down. In 2 minutes, let's see if my 20 reais entry will work out. Look guys, it's really close to the line, exactly where I made the entry.
It's hard to win on this one, huh?
My God. Look, I missed my entry by just a millimeter. So that's it, I didn't get Soros right. My profit for the month was exactly 85 Ries. That's very little. It was only my first month, so I'm just glad to be profitable. I'm not like sad for not having made more than that. That's it, guys.
That was my 30-day experience with binary options.
I was really happy, even though the profit was considerably low because I had already done 2 months of testing before on the demo account. And the profit from those 2 months was extremely higher than the amount I managed to make on the real account. Probably because of my attention, my impulsive actions when trading. But hey, I'm in profit. I was still really happy. It's great. But my advice as a friend to you is that you spend some time learning to trade with a demo account. Don't go in out of curiosity with your own money without understanding how it works, or you'll lose money due to inexperience. Try the demo account for some experience if you're interested in this field. The small amount I left there will remain.
I'm going to keep trying to grow that money, but I'm also going to try to venture into several other areas of the financial market.
Which I ended up discovering because I was looking for videos about binary operations. I'm going to try Forex, including swing and day trading. I'm open to suggestions. I'm going to try everything here. I'm going to make an investment portfolio and leave it there for a year. To show you what the results will be like, I'm going to run several tests. I'm open to suggestions, by the way.
After all, I'm the ultimate guinea pig here when it comes to testing things, right?
Guys, look at what just happened to me. I often log out of my real account to study and practice new indicators so I don't risk real money. So yesterday I was studying a lot of new indicators, and today I went to start my trading day. I spent about an hour trading, and it was tough. It was like win, lose, win, lose. But then, in the end, I managed to get the profit percentage. But on the demo account, I forgot to switch to the real account, so it was 0 profit. So what now? That's not the worst part. I said, no, it's fine. I can recover. I'm going to switch to the real account. Now I'm going to make my profit percentage again, and then I switch to the real account. I messed up the first 3 trades and had to stop after taking a loss.